I'm unapologetic for my new ways. Crystals on my neck, you disrespect, I'm still gon' get your face. Pockets look like they can't breathe, that's those blue faces. Energy ain't on my frequency, put fire to a sage.
Namaste, and welcome to Truth Be Told, Credit Undercover. I am Aggressionese Love, and this is where we are going to drop some gems. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty about credit and everything that you need to know so that you can be on your way to that 850 credit score. Let's get into it. So, a lot of people get into this journey of credit and they have absolutely no idea where to begin. Where should they start? What's first? So let's start from there, okay? First things first, you want to make sure that you get a copy of your credit report. If you go to www.annualcreditreport.com, you can get one free copy of your credit report a year. But now, due to the pandemic, you can actually get one free credit report every 7 days by visiting www.annualcreditreport.com. All right, so now that you have a copy of your credit report, you're probably looking at it and you're like, what the hell is this? It can be a little overwhelming if you've never actually taken a moment to go through your credit report with a fine-tooth comb. So let's break that down for you. So the first thing that you want to do when you get a copy of your credit report is you want to look at your personal information. That is your name, your address, your phone number, and any of your former employers, all right? Now, if you're like many people who have never pulled a credit report before, when you finally do get a chance to look at it, you probably have different versions of your names listed. Every address that's ever been associated with you is listed. You have some phone numbers listed, and you even have your employers listed. Here's the thing. You don't want all of that on your credit report. You really just want your true version of your name, your most recent address, your most recent employer, and you don't want your phone number listed on your credit report at all. The only reason that you would have a phone number listed on your credit report is if you are a victim of identity theft or fraud, if there's a fraud alert on your credit report. And the reason for that is you would need to have that number so that if someone was to run your credit, they would have a contact number to get in contact with you to validate that you are actually the individual that is trying to get this credit line. Other than that, once again, you only want one name, one version of your name, your true version of your name. You only want one address, your most recent, okay? The most recent address, your current address. You don't want a phone number, and you only want your most recent employer on there. Now, this part is very important. If you are going to be disputing things off of your credit report, you need to make sure that your current driver's license or state ID has the address on it that you're going to be using moving forward. It has to have that address, and you need a utility bill that also has the same address on it. It must match. So you've gone over your report. You've jotted down what addresses, phone numbers, employers, and names are incorrect and what needs to be corrected. Now, when we start to dispute this information, we dispute it directly with the big three: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So you're probably thinking, I've got my license together, right? I've got my addresses and everything together. Let's dispute. Actually, that's not the first step. What we would do now is we would go to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau website. And on that site, there is a comprehensive list of all third-party consumer reporting agencies. You're going to want to pull that list, okay? Because the next step is as follows. You're going to do opt-out for pre-screenings with these agencies. You're also going to put security freezes on any report that these agencies may have that belongs to you. All right, that is actually the first step, and we're going to dive into that in another video. In the meantime, some of the names that may show up on that list is companies like LexisNexis, which is actually one of the biggest consumer reporting agencies out there, SageStream, Clarity, CoreLogic, Innovus. The list goes on and on and on. You want to make sure that you suppress the information that are on these third-party consumer reports, because they are actually the agencies that are housing all of your information. All right. So you've pulled your report, you've updated your ID, you know what needs to be on there. You've pulled your consumer reporting agency reports, and now you are calling and you are opting out and you are putting security freezes. And once you've done all that, you wait until those organizations send you letters with your PIN numbers. Okay. And once you get those letters with those PIN numbers, that is when we start to dispute. Okay. that is today's video. I hope everything that was talked about was helpful. Remember, be patient.
I'm unapologetic for my new ways. Crystals on my neck, you disrespect, I'm still gonna get your face. Pockets look like they can't breathe, that's those blue faces. In the G ain't know my frequency, put fire to a sage.